ya da da da, ya da 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 da, ya da ya da, ya da 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 da, ya da ya da 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 ya da da ya da dum. Ah, ya da da da, ya da ya da da da. Ya 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 da 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 da. Oh, ay ya ya da, ya da ya da 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 ya da da ya da dum. Oh, ay ya ya da da da. Ya da 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 ya da da ya da dum. Ya 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 da da da. Ya 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 da da da. Ya 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 da 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 ya da da ya da ya da 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 ya da ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da da ya da da ya ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da da ya da dum. Oh, ah, ya da da da, ya 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 da da da, ya da da, ya da da, ya, ay ya ya da da da, ya da ya da da da, ay ya 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 ya. Boker Tov, good morning. It is Friday once more. Here we are showing up again. Each and every Friday, but each and every day, we find our place in connection. We are in the Omer on day 40, though we didn't count it last night. We'll count it today and learn a little bit. But 40 means we're approaching Sinai. We're finding our way toward. 7 weeks of 7 is 49 days. On the 50th day is Shavuot, and we're on day 40. So let's count that blessing for today. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sivdirat ha'omer hayom arba'im yom shehem chamisha shavuot v'chamisha yamim la'omer. Today is the 40th day of the Omer, which is 5 weeks and 5 days of the Omer. What is it? It is Hod Sheba Yesod. It is presence within connection. Hod is the simplicity, the presence, the gratitude, the awe, the idea that there is something within us. In the week of Yesod is the week of grounding and connection and foundation, integrity and truth. And we find ourselves grounding ourselves in this moment through gratitude and awareness, opening calls. Are we here to listen? Opening to the calls of our lives, opening to that which shows up for us in ways that we are aware of and feel connected to, but also the opening of awareness to the connection that is this undercurrent that we're not really sure, but we know it exists. The teaching for today is to admit and be humbled by the power of bonding in your life. We have all been in relationships. We know that friendships and intimate relationships and colleague and coworker relationships, you can't maintain a bond alone. It can't be one-sided. We need to trust in each other to realize that maintaining a bond requires of us humility and acceptance that you can't control everything, though you try to. For those of us that are control freaks, sometimes you realize that relationship, being in relationship, partnership, community with one another means that there has to be some yielding. There has to be some moments where The presence just has to be simply being. To give gratitude for our inner strength and wisdom is rooted, or the foundation of it, or the connection to it, is the bond with the source of life, which is the humbling presence of oneness in our lives, as well as the source of creativity and strength that it takes to maintain that bond with oneness and with each other, and sometimes even with ourselves, right? Sometimes it is, if you can't bond with yourself, you're always feeling disconnected. But on the 40th day of the Omer, we know that there is a presence within us that we can feel sometimes. Sometimes we wish we felt it and we don't feel it. But the presence within the connection reminds us of Psalm 40 on day 40 that says, "Source of all, you have opened my understanding." All of our connections here open us to different understandings, whether you agree with me or don't agree with me, whether you learn something or whether you're hearing it for the second, third, 100th time, whatever it is the realization, the opening of ourselves to deepen our connection. You have made it known that you do not desire sacrifices, sin offerings, or burnt offerings as they did in temple time. Now we offer of ourselves, the gifts of our hearts, whatever we bring to the table. Rather, what oneness desires, it says in Psalm 40, rather what you desire me to say is, here I am. I've come with the scroll of the book that is written upon me. Each of us our own story. My deepest yearnings are to act in alignment with your will and to live the truths that you have placed within me. It is that choosing between good and evil. It is that inherent goodness that is us, that we're reminded to say, Hineni, here I am. To show up, to say, bring me back from the wandering mind, gently with compassion, to open our hearts with each breath to say, here I am. You have opened me up to understanding. On this, the 40th day, as we prepare for Shabbat, as we find ourselves working towards the entering of Shabbat, we can only pray that we have openness. We can only pray that the minds of others will be open. We can only pray that with our hurting hearts, as we once again, as a people and as humanity, we have seen that connection and peace is desired, is needed, is a must, now more than ever. In every generation, there are those who have risen up to hurt us, to harm us, to cause us pain. And God, in your infinite wisdom, that connection to you, in your compassionate presence, under your sheltering wings, have promised those words that we just said. Hineni. God says, Hineni, I am here to protect and guard you from those who wish you harm. Today, in tears, in confusion, in fear, and anger, we beseech you. From where will our comforting protection come? From Adonai, creator of all, guardian of the pathways of peace, with you, Adonai, we will withstand the pain. We will face the baseless hatred. We will stare down those who wish to harm us. We are Am Yisrael. We are your people. And we will always survive and thrive. Am Yisrael Chai. How many times can we feel the pressure of those? How many times can we be taken down over and over and over, and yet here we are, we continue to show up as a people. It is to say that each of us has this light, each of us has this beacon, each of us has this connection and foundation to that which is grounded in truth. And the truth is, we will not sit idly by. Rather, we will demand peace. Rather, we will continue to be connected and strengthened even when we feel torn apart. To think I said just last weekend, or I said it on Monday morning probably, that I'm so grateful that the Israel Day Parade on Fifth Avenue was calm and peaceful to its best of its ability, only for days later, innocent Jews, a couple to be engaged, a couple to be, I'm sure, producers of more Jews to fill the world, was shot. We know that the killing of Jews anywhere, but the killing of Jews who are simply celebrating the heritage of our people will not free Palestine. We know that we need to do better. But we know that we are against the enemy that hates us. And so, 2 more lives taken, hostages still being held captive. But we can't give up. We need to remind ourselves of the simplicity that is Hod Sheba Yesod on this 40th day of the Omer. The simplicity is that Yesod, there is truth. We will continue to show up authentically and truthful, grounded in the foundation of our people. We are one human family, one heart of abundant love. We love you, and you know where to find us. Back here at 6:30 tonight, as we bring in Shabbat, as we pray for peace, as we pray for healing, as we identify that Shabbat is a day that we will disconnect and reconnect to what is the roots, what is the ancestry, what is the lineage, what is the beauty of tradition. We look forward to seeing you back here at 6:30. Let's continue to pray and to connect and to lift each other up in tears, in hope, in promise. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. 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 O Ravinu Chai. Thanks for being with us, Suze and Linda, Bet and Todd, Reb Tova, Debbie, Jennifer, Paula. Let's continue to show up. Shabbat Shalom to all of you, but we'll see you tonight at 6:30. Yeah.